creatives involved in the project, to the life writers. You're all going to be getting plenty of name checks today, so I'll start with them. So Anne, Burr, John, Lisa, Margaret, Mary O, Mary S, Phil and Regina, with obviously huge special thanks to William Crowley, the fantastic artist whose work you can see here today. And the tutor, the fabulous tutor, Laura Cassidy. And so obviously non-enabled place is at the heart of this, and also Cork City Council for funding and supporting the project. And also that you think as well that you have now put out into the world something that becomes a gift for obviously everybody else in the group, but now beyond yourselves and that group, out for others, and not just for yourselves anymore or for the group, but for the city and indeed the world. So really well done on all of that, and really enjoy your day. Thank you so much, and you're welcome again. Thank you.
And recently I've been fixing up the patio out the back, and I somewhat subconsciously bought 3 solar lanterns for out there. And as you might know, solar lanterns, they take in all the sunlight they can during the day. They take it all in, and then at night they illuminate and brighten the area around them. And that reminded me of the participants who have been taking in inspiration, taking in technique, taking in guidance from myself and from each other over the past 12 weeks. And now, like the lanterns, it's their time to shine.
She's been home to get married, and she got the TV as a going away gift from me. The first programmes I recall were HR Puffin Stuff, Island of the Great Yellow Ox, and Noddy's Toy Town. Whereas programmes included Wonderly Wagon, A Muffin Spare, and The Reardons.
And one day at the age of 4, I rushed into the kitchen and excitedly announced, "This is Julie and Tom, and they've come to my house." My mother, in complete shock, turned and stared, rooted to the spot. Then after a pause, in her great wisdom, she greeted my invisible friends in her usual charm and welcoming tone. "Tom," she said, "how old are you?" To which I hastily replied, "Oh, Tom is 4 like myself," and then hastily added, "and Julia's 3. But I have to mind her," and I grabbed her hand protectively. At this point, Mother had regained her composure and offered all of us biscuits and lemonade. I ushered Tom and Julia towards the table and sat them down. I then proceeded to consume the 3 glasses of lemonade and the whole plate of biscuits. And then I made a quick exit out the back door, assuring Mother we were all going to the swing on the apple tree in the nearby field.
I always believed the people I've met are the reason I'm able to sit down and write this. Yes, I found life extremely difficult. A lot of painful stuff happened, but between all of that, I had an amazing journey. Certain places I visited held good memories. I met people who are now great friends within my support circle and outside of it. The present is what I now focus on, proud to be me.
And when I say I'm William and I'm an artist, it still sounds strange in my head. And the stories actually, and the drawings drew themselves, you know. All I had to do was sit down with them and pick their brains, you know, and just put it on paper, you know. But I've been drawing since I've been a kid. I try to do a drawing every day, or a scribble every day. I think if you love what you do, it just comes to you, you know. I'm William, I'm the artist.
Her school she set up in 1941 was St. Senan's, Shrulon Secondary School. This was in West Limerick, and I suppose she was kind of pioneering her day to do this, and she wanted to set up a school and bring education to her area. So I suppose it's not lost that we're here in UCC and also all the great work that's done in the lantern as well.
He held out his hand. She reluctantly placed her hand in his. It felt rough but strong. She emerged slowly from the car. She hid behind the father as 2 dogs came sniffing frantically around her. Ruby seized up, but the father hushed them away and guided her inside the cottage. She'd never encountered anything like what she was before her eyes. The fireplace was huge, with a big arch, and had 2 peculiar looking chairs, and I decided a big roaring fire. Sugans they called them.
Warmth permeated into the class. Students got on well with each other, supported each other, and helped out with a translation or explanation. Muslims, Shia and Sunni, Hindus, Buddhists, Christians of different churches all learned together.
I know Laura said in the introduction that she thought of the words, "I'm out with lanterns looking for myself," and I thought that's an amazing quote, because of the lantern, the idea of shining a light, and we've certainly witnessed lights being lit this morning. But what occurred to me was, in looking for yourself in writing, you certainly found me as a reader. I could see myself, my own story. So I'm just going to ask all those who made the book happen to come up to the front. Then I'm going to ask a favour of all of the rest of us in the audience to give them a standing ovation, because they deserve it.
The power of a learning city, and the astounding work of Karina, and the astounding work today from you authors and the speakers, and the artistry, which I just think is absolutely stunning. It's the first time I've seen this work, and I'm just absolutely knocked out. It's both captures a moment in time, it's still, it's poised, but it looks like it's about to move, and it looks like there's a story about to unfold. And I think, given that this does document the stories that we've heard today, I think it's just perfect. And I would love, if it's possible, I don't know if it is possible, we do host exhibitions at Nan and Eabha Place, that we might bring together you, the writers, and you, the artists.